I want to tell you a story about our second ever participant, and I want you to imagine where you would be if this was your upbringing as well. Imagine that you were sexually abused by your father, by your uncle. Your mother was a abusive alcoholic. At 15 years old, you decided that it was safer to be on the streets than it was to be at home. Because of the severe mental health problems that you gained and attribute to that traumatic childhood, you couldn't be the parent that your child needed and you had to surrender them to the state. For Jess, the second ever Worthy Cause participant, this isn't a story, this is her life. And I'm standing here tonight because I want to tell you how Worthy Cause enabled Jess to find permanent housing, to regain custody of her son, to build long-term employability skills, and for the first time in her life, live a happy and deserving life. A life we all deserve, a life she deserves. This is Jess's CV. This is what we would have seen when we first employed her in 2022. Limited skills, no job experience, didn't complete high school. What you can't see on that piece of paper, you might actually, you might look at that and say, you know what? That's a dull bludger. That's someone who's lazy. That's someone who finally just pulled their finger out, got a job, about time. They really decided, hey, you know what? I should stop not trying. That's what you'd see on a piece of paper. What you can't see on that piece of paper is that Jess, her traumatic upbringing, the life she was born into, creates what we call the unbreakable chain. Opportunity will pass her by because the lack of skills and experience have marginalized her. She hit her true rock bottom, but her light inside her didn't go out. She got up every day and tried and tried and tried again, hoping that when that opportunity came back around, she could take it, but it would pass her by and pass her and pass by. For 5 years, she applied for work. Tonight in this room, we can create that opportunity for people like Jess. Together, we can break the cycle for people like Jess. And at Worthy Cause, we are that opportunity. To break the cycle for people like Jess, Worthy Cause provides a 6-month paid employment training program for people who have overcome severe hardship, disability, disadvantage. We're offering them skills and experience and tools unlike any other program. Financial literacy training, emotional counseling, one-on-one counseling with licensed counselors, interpersonal skills training, HR training, towards the end of the program, interview and skills practice, all through above the award rate income training in a safe, inclusive, trauma-informed kitchen environment. We do this through baking and selling the cookies that Worthy Cause produces, and through the new cafes that we've just opened in Heidelberg, and the next one on the way in July in Preston as well. Above all of that, we teach Jess that the life and the light inside of her can't go out yet. We teach people like Jess that there is a better future out there, and that together, you and I can create those sorts of better futures for people like Jess. And we don't teach this without substance either. 100% of the people who have completed the Worthy Cause program have gone on to find meaningful employment after leaving Worthy Cause. 100% of the people who have completed our program have gone on to find meaningful long-term employment, full-time employment. And that trickles down to their dependents, and their dependents, future dependents. They can regain custody of their kids. They can move into stable, safe accommodation. They can build a life they deserve. We do this through a very rigorous matrix that tracks every single aspect of every part of the program for every person. For people like Jess, they're not dull bludgers, they're not lazy. I like to use Jess as the example because she is the most inspirational and amazing person that I've ever met. She was born into a life without opportunity, and Worthy Cause could create more opportunity for her and enabled her to build that life. So what does it cost to put somebody through the Worthy Cause program? It's about $15,000 per participant. to provide 6 months of paid employment training. Cost $2,000 in life. Opening in July, we're going to have for 15 people like Jess at a time. Every 6 months, 15 people, so that's 30 people a year. As it stands tonight, we only have the resources for 10 participants. So tonight, together, you and I have the opportunity to fund 5 more people just like Jess. 5 people who are stuck with an unbreakable chain, who are looking for an opportunity. Tonight, it's you who's that opportunity. Let's do it together. Thank you.